Hello, everybody, and welcome to lesson 4. This week we are actually looking at black and white photography. So specifically, we're focusing on value and tone. Probably some of my favorite images in photography to work in is black and white. There's just something absolutely timeless about it and classic. So I'm super excited to dive in with you this week. So right away, you're going to notice that we are going to be looking at several artists that have been working specifically in black and white prior to sort of the concept of fully colored photography. But again, something still so prevalent and relevant today is still black and white images, even though we have the ability to capture stunning and beautiful color, which we will get to in the upcoming weeks, of course. So right away, you're going to notice a series of featured artists. You're going to pick, I believe it's 3 artists, and you are going to do some Q&A about those artists of your choice, giving you some context and some art history, of course, but really also to inspire you for style. Again, take different ideas and concepts from these photographers that are working, that have worked, whether Canadian, German, Britain, etc., and sort of pull from you as you yourself are exploring and trying to find your artistic style. There is nothing wrong with taking inspiration and influence from others. So don't ever be embarrassed or ashamed of that. That's part of sort of looking back of what people have done and are working or doing now. And then in the assignment, I'm actually hoping that we do some sketches. So as we sort of develop our artistic and critical eye, sort of expanding our creativity, part of the artistic process is quick sketches, even if they don't even work out. So you could even do sketches of concepts or ideas and then go in a completely different direction. That's completely normal and happens all the time. But again, hand that stuff in. It's marks. It goes under thinking and inquiry and application. You get marks for that sort of rough work and that process. It proves and demonstrates that you're working through things. And again, you get full marks for that. So I want it all. Give it to me. You are going to be taking pictures. I believe I said take about 9. And then you are going to be submitting your best 6. And again, we are editing, we are manipulating, and then we're editing, we're manipulating. I want you to really have fun, really explore with that. Filters, angles, background, cropping, etc. Really guide the viewer in terms of what you want them to focus on first. How do you want to engage them in your image? Your images tell stories, sometimes on purpose and sometimes accidentally. But you yourself as the photographer are very much the narrator in terms of how you want your viewer to sort of be enticed, engaged, and where you want their eyes to focus and how you want it to go. You're very much the narrator and the director of that. So use the resources available. Edit, manipulate within your imagery. And of course, your write-ups, your reflective questions, I want detail, full sentences, full paragraphs where applicable. I want to know what you're thinking, what you're doing. A student asked me once, can I, instead of handing in all my process pics sort of one file at a time, can I create a little video and sort of put all my images within the video, kind of like fast time? And I say, heck yes, with 2 thumbs up. That's awesome, actually. So if that is something you're sort of getting tired of, like submitting every single image, I completely understand. Bulk it together, put it all together, submit everything as one file. It just may require some notes or some sort of, I guess, pages if you're PowerPointing it or whatever, to say, okay, these upcoming is my final pieces I want you to mark. These are my process pics. Just sort of making sure if you are going to put it all together, it is in fact organized so I can make it out. But you can absolutely be creative with how you want to sort of submit everything. I'm totally okay with that. That would be awesome. So I think that's it for me. Hopefully this helps in terms of clarification of the lesson. Again, we are focusing on the black and white. Have fun with it, explore with it, and remember, you yourself are the narrator as a photographer, so you set the tone, the pace, and the story for your viewer. All right, guys, can't wait to see them.